So don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is just secondary. This is one of my all-time favorite quotes by the late Steve Jobs, and I feel that it says it all. Hello, friends. My name is Will Bergeron, and I'm here to speak to you. About what? Pretty much everything that has crossed my mind when I think about leaving VHS. I can say that it's been an absolute privilege and honor to be able to take part in the Berlin High School experience. Now, some of you may think I'm crazy for saying that, but when you get to your senior year, maybe even standing right here on this stage, you'll understand how I feel. This school has a certain charm to it that cannot be found anywhere else. Yes, the ceilings leak, the floors are cracked, and even though the lack of air conditioning always seems to bring out the best smells from our students, it's what makes VHS like no other. I consider myself very lucky because I feel that I have had a truly great high school career and would not change a day of it because it has made me who I am. However, I am not going to stand up here and say that every day is going to be peaches and cream. There are going to be times when you're just going to want to crawl into a ball and never want to return to school. But these are the moments that are going to shape you the most and make you who you are. From the words of my idol, Miss Dolly Parton, if you don't like the rain, gotta put up with the rain. Remember, you will always get through it. And in the end, come out stronger and be changed for the better. Now, I was a little nervous to come up here because I know that I'm supposed to say something meaningful to you. Maybe give you some words of advice that you'll always remember. Now, I usually try not to give advice. Information? Yes. Advice? Not so much. Because what has worked for me may not work for you. Take, for instance, my biggest excuse for pretty much anything I get myself into is that, well, I'm Will Bergeron. I can usually talk my way out of any situation using my so-called charm. Now, if you were to say that you're Will Bergeron, the outcome will not be the same. You need to find out what works for you and you only. Don't be trapped by dogs, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. The moment you put yourself first and stop worrying about what other people think is when you really begin living. What I hope you get out of VHS is that this is a time to find yourself. Try all the sports, clubs, and activities that are offered, and find out what you like to do. Don't be afraid to take chances, make mistakes. You can become anything you want to be. Dream it, and you can achieve it. Now you have to be careful. Do not confuse dreams with wishes. There's a difference. Dreams are where you visualize yourself being successful and what's important for you to accomplish. Now dreams build convictions because you work hard to pay the price to make sure they come true. Wishes, however, are hoping good things will happen to you. But if there's no fire in your gut to put forth everything to overcome those obstacles, it's not going to happen. So you have to dream one. And never, ever blame somebody else if it doesn't happen. That's in your department. You need to take it with pride if it doesn't work out. Because most likely, it was meant to be. Now, as a senior, I am full of emotions. The reality of going off to a college that had thousands of kids I don't know, leaving a school that's like a second home, and a class of students, some of whom I have known since preschool, is very emotional and depressing. But at the same time, something to be welcomed and rejoiced, because now I'll be working toward a career that I have been dreaming about my whole life. I know there will be hard times ahead. It's transitioning into college, not flunking out of college, and then, of course, paying off college. But I know that in the long run, it will all be worth it. I do feel that through my high school career, I have learned wonderful life skills in a positive and loving environment, and I'm ready to face the world. But most of all, VHS has taught me something that I thought I would never find out. I learned about who I was. I know who I am. I know what I can and can't do. I know what I will and won't do. And I'm a very professional me. I can't tell you how to be, or tell somebody else how to be, but I know how I'm supposed to be. Thank you all for being nice.